You don't have to wait around for good opportunities to find you. You have the power to make change. If you can't see the good, then be the good for a change. Welcome to the Empowerful Girls podcast that helps you grow curiosity, compassion, and confidence. This is 10 for teens and tweens. I'm Stephanie Valdez. In each episode, I'll give you girls tools that will empower you to know you can take on the world. Hello, girls. Welcome to episode 4 of 10 for teens and tweens. I'm Stephanie Valdez from Empowerful Girls. Thank you for joining me. I want to start out with an experiment. Wherever you are, in your room or wherever, for the next 20 seconds, I want you to look around and find all of the things that are blue. Any shade of blue, any object, piece of clothing, decoration. I want you to make note of all of the blue things. Keep looking, find everything that's blue. A few more seconds, and stop. Now close your eyes. Good work. Even with your eyes closed, I bet you could list off all of the blue items around you. But that's not the experiment. Keep your eyes closed, and what I'm really curious to know is, without looking, can you list the things that are yellow? Huh? Don't peek. Maybe you already know what's yellow from memory or familiarity, like a banana is yellow, but it might be hard to recall all of the yellow items around you since you were only focused on what was blue. And what if there wasn't any yellow where you're at? I bet you know where to find something yellow in a cupboard or a drawer. By the way, you can open your eyes now. Shifting gears, there's a saying I'm sure you've heard before. It goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Or if it's cold where you're at, think of it as when life gives you cocoa powder, make hot chocolate. Have you ever tasted a lemon? Or tried a tiny bit of baking cocoa or raw cacao? Lemons are sour and cocoa powder is bitter. There is no sweetness to either of them. But thankfully, someone figured out a spoonful of sugar changes how they taste. Even though there are lemons or cocoa powder in a recipe, it can turn out sweet. So how are you going to notice what's yellow when you're surrounded by blue? How can you make lemonade or hot chocolate metaphorically? In previous episodes, we've talked about working through things you can and can't control, as well as practicing gratitude. And those are a great place to start. And I recommend revisiting those episodes or posts on empowerfulgirls.com. Building on from there, here are more tools. First, choose your focus. In life, there is no shortage of disappointments, disruptions, challenges, change, conflict, worry, loneliness, illness, or pain. And like the blue and yellow experiment, you can either focus on all of those blue negative things, or you can recognize they exist while choosing to focus on the yellow, the good, positive, uplifting, enriching things. Even when it's cloudy outside, the sun is still shining behind it. You can choose what you notice, what you pay attention to, what you focus on. Will it be blue or yellow? Next, be the good. Sometimes good, positive things aren't as noticeable or are actually hard to find. But you can choose to change something sour like a lemon, something bitter like cocoa powder, into something a little better and a little sweeter like lemonade or hot chocolate. You can make your own good. Do something good. Be the good. You don't have to wait around for good opportunities to find you. You have the power to make change. If you can't see the good, then be the good for a change. There are countless ways to be the good, and you'd be surprised by how many of them are free. Here are some ideas you could do right away. Smile. You don't even need a reason, and it usually makes others smile back. Like Elf, make smiling your favorite. Give a family member a hug that's at least 8 seconds long. You'll both feel better. Be the first to say, I'm sorry, even if someone else is more at fault. Play with your sibling. Let them choose the activity. Write a kind message or draw a picture with chalk on the sidewalk for others to see. Look your parent in the eyes and say, I love you. Leave a thank you note on your front door for people delivering packages. Share your toys, craft materials, or something special of yours with your sibling. Make up a joke and tell it to a friend. Do a chore or someone else's without being asked. Leave a little note in your parents' bag or car for them to find later. Make your siblings' bed or clean their room. Put on a sock puppet show for your family. Help make a meal for your family. Bake a treat for someone else and drop it off at their door. You know what's even more fun and feels really great? You could do some of these things anonymously, which is doing something without the person knowing it was you. It's not about the thanks you get. It's about what you give someone else. I've got a few more ways to be the good. These ones need a little extra planning, but will make a big difference. Tie pictures of happy faces to trees around your neighborhood and tell your neighbors to go on a scavenger hunt to find them all. Call or video chat with a grandparent and ask them to tell you a story about their childhood or sing them a few songs. Have your friends choose a book they're finished reading and do a book swap. Go through your clothes, games, and toys and donate what you don't use anymore. Collect canned and non-perishable food from neighbors and donate them to a pantry. Ask your friends to draw happy pictures and deliver them to an assisted living center to hang on the walls. And if you see a need in your family, your school, in your community, talk with a few adults about what you can do to help. You are not too young to make a difference. Remember, regardless of what's going on in your life, your family, your community, the world, you can choose your focus and be the good. To help you remember all of this, I created a Be the Good poster for you to print out, personalize, and post on your wall where you'll see it, remember it, practice it, and believe it. That's the important part. I will link that file in the show notes post for this podcast episode number 4 on the website empowerfulgirls.com. That's spelled EMPOWERFULGIRLS.com. And while you're there, you can get on the email list too. A few resources that might help you with this are the book Pout Pout Fish by Deborah Deason and Too Many Mangoes by Tammy Paikai. Also, the movies, The BFG, the book is great too, and A Christmas Carol. The Muppet and animated ones are my favorite. Yes, it's a holiday movie, but the message is good all year long. Also, check out the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. Their website has a calendar loaded with kindness ideas for every day of the year. And Coffee Cups and Crayons website has a list of 100 acts of kindness just for kids. If you have a topic suggestion, I would love to hear from you. Send an email, tweens get the okay from your parents, to hello@empowerfulgirls.com. And if you have social media already, follow me on Insta or TikTok @empowerfulgirls. I'm not encouraging or endorsing social media, but I'm on there to offer an unfiltered, uplifting alternative to what's in your feed. Thank you so much for joining me for the 10 for Teens and Tweens podcast by Empowerful Girls. I can't wait to talk with you again. I love you, girls.